I'm getting my microphone ready. Uh, Welcome to the channel. This is Daisy X Machina, the drag queen detective that investigates all things speculative in science fiction, fantasy, and horror. And this is a Get Ready With Me, where I get into drag to film a video later today. And wow, we have a conversation going. We have John Crow here. Hey, John. Lori here. Hope things in Maui are improving. We haven't forgotten. Things are in, yeah, I know nothing about Hawaii politics, but not a surprise. Lynette is here. Thank you guys for showing up. Frank is here. Hey, okie dokie. So, as usual, how is everyone's reading going this week? I, what I read? I finished that middle grade. I was talking about the many assassinations of Samir, the Weaver of Dreams, not the Weaver of Dreams, the Dream Merchant, um, by Daniel Nayeri. Daniel Nayeri. And I thought it was excellent. I gave it 5 stars. I don't think that the actual middle grade audience would like it as much as adults. I think it could have been marketed for adults. Um, and it didn't have like your normal complication where they're heading for a goal. It felt more things were happening to the characters. But Samir reminded me so much of Harry Mudd, and it was ultimately a heartwarming story, I guess you'd call it. And I do recommend it. And I didn't know what else to read, so I picked up another Flavia Duluth novel. I read The Dead in Their Vaulted Arches. I just zoomed through that, as I usually do with Flavia Duluth. And that's actually the sixth Flavia novel. And I read more Flavia novels this year than I realized. I think that was the fourth one I read this year. So I had to stop myself from picking up the next one. It's very interesting because this is a novel where her direction in life suddenly goes off kilter. And it was a weird little novel, if you remember it, if you've read Flavia de Luz, because the murder occurs in chapter one, but then it isn't resolved, or you don't go back to it till like after the midway point of the novel. And it's more about Flavia and her family's situation. And it gets a lot more bizarre than any other Flavia novel I've read. So I really do love those novels. So anyway, after that, I decided I wanted to try another T. Kingfisher horror. So I picked up, to look up the name, What Moves the Dead. And it's part of a series, but I think the first two books are out. So we'll see how that goes. Because I wasn't a huge fan of her um, House with Good Bones, even though I liked the character's voice or the narrator's voice. And yeah, I'm curious. She's one of my new favorite authors, T. Kingfisher. Just won the Hugo for No Limbone. And yeah, we'll see. Lori has read Fireweather about Alberta fires in 2016. Interesting. Nonfiction, I take it. Still reading Crystal Empire and have started The Earth Abides. Whenever I hear the word abides, John, I think of dude from that movie. Oh my God, I forgot the name of the movie. With the dude abides. Finished D, A Tale of Two Worlds by Michael Faber. Oh, enjoyable portable fantasy. Portal fantasy. Evie is here. Hey, thank you for joining us, Evie. Reading a Ken Follett, and I'm the only one here who reads it. Yeah, have I read Ken Follett? Did he do the? No, I'm thinking of someone else. Foucault's Pendulum. I've not read it, but I love Pillar. I saw the miniseries Pillars of Earth. Oh, here we go. Cozy mystery recommendations. The Dr. Siri Palbone Boone series by Colin Cotelier. God, I can't talk today. Cotterill. He's the only coroner in Laos. Some supernatural themes. Ooh, I like that. Evie is reading House of Open Wounds by Adrian Tchaikovsky. I'm loving it even more than City of Last Chances, and I love City of Last Chances. You know, I've only read Tchaikovsky's science fiction, which I loved the Final Architect series, but that's the one of his fantasies, right? So, really good author. Michael Faber is awesome. Under the Skin was wonderfully creepy. Big Lebowski, thank you. God, I was blanking on that name. Earth Abides is one of my favorite books. Read it once before when you were 16. Okay, so I need to get started on some makeup. Last week I filmed, I finally filmed the 1960s movies, but I haven't finished editing it. Excuse me. And I filmed like the reaction to Goodreads, and I was editing the reaction to the Goodreads final. So like, this is boring. And if I'm bored editing it, you know, I didn't finish it, so I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not, if I'm not feeling a video, you know, maybe that means 1 week I'll have no video. But this week I do want to do my top 10 books of the year, which I've been putting off, but I'm going to do it. Okay, so I was thinking something with gold. Should I just do black and gold, or black gold and a little purple? I'll throw in some purple. But I thought I'd do something different and do my makeup from the bottom up rather than doing it like that, because sometimes I'm not crazy about the shape. So this could be a disaster, but we don't know until we experiment, right? Okay, not that brush. So I think I want to start with black, gold, then purple. Okay. And you know, after this, I'm going to watch Doctor Who. That's my treat after the video. And maybe next week I'll do a review of the, I guess they're calling them the specials. The Return of David Tennant. I guess that's even. Okay. So last week's Doctor Who, I was unexpected, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed last week's. Of the 3 that we've seen so far, I think I like the second the best, because that was just like old school David Tennant, Donna Noble, Doctor Who. And the Toymaker one, I know I have not seen the original Doctor Number One's Toymaker episode, but I know I have it on the BBC channel on Amazon Prime. So I may maybe tomorrow I'll watch it. I just don't have time for everything. And and I like Neil Patrick Harris. Sometimes I just prefer though like the smaller episodes, like the second of the specials. You know, just sort of a normal episode rather than these world breaking or universe breaking storylines. But I am really curious what they're going to do now. Um, I guess I don't want to spoil it, but it's like, I guess there could now be two Doctor Who shows. And I wouldn't be sad about it. I wouldn't be mad about it. I would actually be really cool with it. Okay, these are not even, but I don't think anyone's going to notice. So for gold, I think I want to, actually I want to do eyeliner next. Because again, I'm going to go from the bottom up. Oh, and because it was on Amazon Prime, I'm a big Wes Anderson fan. He's the director. And he's one of the few directors. Push this down. He's one of the few directors that you can tell their movie just by the style of directing. And there's so few like that, you know, maybe like Woody Allen. There's something about the tone of the movie or style of the movie that you just recognize the director. And Wes Anderson is another one like that. And his movies are really quirky. He did like the Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, something. And he did the Royal Tenenbaums. But he also did this animated movie called The Isle of Dogs, which is so great. Set in Japan. Oh, I went down too far. Oh well. So anyway, the point is I watched Asteroid City last night because it's free on Netflix. And I don't know what to think about it. It's one of those movies that breaks the fourth wall big time. It's kind of a play within a movie type situation. And I don't know. I mean, I appreciated he was taking like these wild creative swings, but I don't know if it worked for me. You know, and I thought I would love it because it had like UFOs in it. Okay, so I'm going to go to a cream. Evie will be starting the final Architects next month. It's really good. I really enjoyed that. Follette did Eye of the Needle, 20th Century Espionage Masterpiece. I have heard of the Eye of the Needle, have not read it. Started Goodbye Cat, another Japanese book about cats. Third special was so fantastic, best two for a long time. I did enjoy the third one, and I liked the twist at the end. Interesting yes. That's the whole thing. Only one episode of The Celestials Toymakers available. What? It was found in Australia in the 1980s. I have fond memories of the original story You saw it 3 times as a child. I love Wes Anderson. Read the Japanese novel Convenience Store Woman. It was like reading about a female version of me. Oh, that's good. Cool, Frank. Oh, yeah. The actor Peter Purvey suffered a curse from that cereal. What cereal? The toy maker? Anderson did the Freddy Krueger movies, right? Wes Anderson, yeah. Oh, I'm not. Am I talking about the right director? I'm such an idiot. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Wes Anderson. Did he do Freddy Krueger? Oh my God. Okay, I need a tiny brush. Yeah, I guess you're right. God, I didn't put it together. So this is yellow, but I'm just going to do sort of a liner in yellow. Gosh, I don't know if this is going to work. Yeah, I can't believe he did Freddy Krueger. Oh my gosh. I love that horror movie in the 80s. And yes, I remember seeing it in the theater. Because me and my college roommate Tom and his girlfriend saw it. And yes, they are the ones I made take me, because I didn't have a car, to see the first Dune movie. The Peter Lynch movie. And we were in the theater, and Tom leaned over to me and says, "Do you want to leave?" He wanted to leave early. He was so bored by it. But I made him stay and watch it. I think I'm one of the few people that really liked the original Dune movie. But I also like the new one, even though I don't really think it. I think it could work better as a movie. Um, well, I have a whole video up about it. Okay. Oops. But I'll definitely see the next Dune movie, or the part two, I guess it is. What I really did not like the science fiction channel's version of what they do, Children of Dune. Had like Susan Sarandon. Okay, there's a little bit of fluff floating around. It's really, oh, it went away. Okay, anyway. Anderson did the Freddy Krueger movies. Steve Zuzu, yeah. I love that movie. You really believe in curses, John? Open minded. Yeah, I'll be open minded. I still have to read the Japanese novel Before the Coffee Grows Cold. Oh, I like that title. Celestial Toy Maker. Life size dancing dolls and TARDIS hopscotch. I have to see what's on Amazon Prime because I thought I saw it on there. So maybe it's just one that just has the audio. I don't know. Oh, Lori, be careful. Oh, that's right. You had COVID. Please be well. Okay. Need to pick up. Need to pick a lane, John, to stick to it. No, you never need to pick a lane. You can always change lanes. See you, Lori. Yes, I'll be here next. Oh, by the way, I'll be here next week, but not the following week. I won't be here on the 30th of December because I have some friends coming over and spend New Year's. Sort of cheated at Trilogic. On the whole, you enjoyed the first Dune movie. Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Oh, it's a game prop in the Celestial Toymaker serial. There are a few cuts of that movie, yeah. There's a long cut that's like 3 or 4 hours long, yeah. In the theater, the problem in the theater is I think this was, I mean, most versions you see now, they have like some type of narration that kind of tells you what's going on. I think in the theater, they didn't have that voiceover. So no one knew what was going on unless you read the books. I have not been to the cinema since the pandemic. I just saw Barbie. That was my thing. I thought, oh, it's a cultural thing. I better go see Barbie. Oh, DK is here. Oh my gosh. Yes, hey DK, thank you for being here. Trilogic was a game similar to Towers of Hanoi, but with 10 levels to the tower. Interesting. Okay. So I put on gold. And now I wanted to do the purple, but again, I'm going to be working outside in. So why don't I use cream? I know no one really cares about this. Oops. Damn it. Oh, you know what I did last week? Because Cappuccino wasn't here. I forgot eyelashes. No one told me. No one noticed. I went through the whole makeup and forgot to do eyelashes. Okay. So since I did purple cream, I'm just going to put purple on top of it, not do the blue underlayer. Yes, I know it's quiet. Just trying to concentrate. You mean they still have cinemas? Yes, surprisingly, there are a few left. It's a little pink, but we're just going for it. Okie dokie. Oops. So now I guess we're going to deepen it with black. Did someone tell me Flavia de Luce was going to be a movie or TV series? I don't know what I think about that because the main character is 12 years old. So I think it's going to be really hard to cast Flavia. And then, of course, if it was a series, you're going to have to deal with the actor aging. I think I'm going to put. It's hard to do because my eyes are creasing so much. Okay. And I think I'm going to cut it with silver. Went to a jigsaw puzzle swap, took 3 puzzles with me and came back with 6 puzzles. Oh, that's great. It's been a while since I've done a jigsaw. I've done them online, like those online jigsaws. But interestingly enough, my grandfather on my father's side used to make wooden jigsaw puzzles. He would cut them by hand or on a jigsaw. And I think my father sold them all the ones he had, because apparently they're worth a lot, handmade jigsaw puzzles. But I remember doing them as a kid, or the whole family would do them. Walked 4 kilometers to the swap meet and then 4 kilometers back. Fantastic, Lynette. You are killing it. Killing it. Thought only kids did jigsaws. There is a YouTuber called Karen Puzzles. She's great. She has a great personality, but all she does is jigsaw puzzles, and she goes to like world competitions, and yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole big thing. DK has been to a movie theater 3 times in the last 15 years. Star Trek, Avatar, and one other, but I don't remember. Used to do them when my children were young, but then 20 years or so without doing any. What is your favorite movie of all time, DK? Probably the original 3 Star Wars movie. The original 3 or 2, 3, and 4? My favorite, certainly the Star Wars, are 2, 3, and 4. Although I know a lot of people that love the motion picture, the first one. But the trilogy of Khan, Search for Spock, Voyage Home, I think the epitome of Star Trek. My opinion. Heard the second Avatar is even longer than the first. They're good movies. I saw them. I saw the second one on Disney Prime, and yeah, I didn't go to the theater for either of them, but they're good. Not a Star Wars fan anymore. Haven't liked. I love the first three. Those original three Star Wars movies for me was it. That was it. Oh, Strangelove. That is a great movie. And The Godfather close second. It was visually stunning, however, the story was not as strong as the first. Ended in a cliffhanger. Yeah, sort of. Only saw the first three Star Wars. That's all you need to see, Frank. That's all you need to see. It's going to be another Avatar movie. And they cost like $1 billion to make. It's crazy. Oh, here we go. Flavia movie is still in its pre-production stage. Martin Freeman is going to be the dad, I assume. Yep. Isle Guy is going to be Flavia, Isla. In the full disclosure, I'm a little buzzed right now. That's no problem, Frank. Enjoy yourself. Love Karen Puzzle. She's so great. Favorite movie of all time, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And The Lord of the Rings. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm going to cut with silver. Oh, this is harrowing. Okay. So yes, I'm doing silver and gold in the same look. I don't know if this just all looks metallic. I'm going to define it with liner. Okay, that didn't work. Can we define it in black? Shadow. That's a little better. I really don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, we have something. Oh, I just saw my very good friend James pop in. Hey, James. Do you and Dennis this holiday? Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Heard the Lord of the Rings movies was visually spectacular. Well, I think they did an excellent job in translating or adapting the movie to the silver screen. Because it is such an epic story. Killers of the Flower Moon is streaming in Australia. Okay, I've been jumping around because I saw James pop in. They say it's Scorsese's crowning masterpiece. There's talk of remaking the Lord of the Rings movie. What? The King Kong movie. Thank you, James. Okay, so let's see what happens. Oh, I don't know if you're still here, James, but Sean and Gary are coming over for New Year's, and you're welcome to join us. in Vegas. Okay. Love you too, but in a platonic way. Yay. Tempting. I'm tempting you. I decided to start walking some more hills. During my walk, I found yet another little free library. You're finding them all, Lynette. Frank, Vegas. Why would anyone go to that chump trap? Well, that's where I live, Frank. I live in Vegas, but I live far away from the strip. Because when everyone thinks of Vegas, they think of the strip, which is the strip of casinos, which is actually a very small part of Vegas. And when you get away from the strip, it's much more residential. And, little shopping centers, and there's a Chinatown. And but you have to like desert weather. You have to like the really hot weather. Yes, I do live in Vegas. But obesity in Vegas, probably because when it becomes so hot that you can't leave. Visit Vegas twice. Ended up in the library both times. There's several big libraries around here. I think it is. You just don't want to go and walk around. I've actually been trying to. You're my inspiration, Lynette. I've been trying to do some walking. I've been doing about um, 10 miles a week, 10 to 12 miles a week. I don't know what that is in kilometers, but I was thinking I don't know what I'm going to do in the when it does get warm out. Okay. I don't know if I like. I think I'm going to try to darken the gold up. Oh, the new big thing in Vegas, you can look it up. It's something called the Sphere. And it's this huge circular stadium, I guess, for concerts and whatnot. And the tickets are stupidly expensive. They spent, I think it's like over $2 million on creating the Sphere. And the first band playing is U2, but tickets like start at like $500, not including service fees. So they're probably even more than that. But they go up into the thousands. But we did go to the, they have something called the Sphere Experience, which is still like $60 a ticket. But it plays this little, I don't know, 45-minute movie, and you could like explore the Sphere. And Dennis's mother was visiting us for a couple weeks. We went to that, and it is really, really cool. My nose is running. No. And let's go ahead. But one thing I was thinking about with the Sphere, because we were there for that little show. It's like a presentation. It's actually a little movie, but the seats aren't very comfortable. It's like really narrow aisles, and the seats aren't comfortable. I don't even know if I would like to see a concert in those seats. Okay, let's blow this out. Maybe I'm just getting old that I can't uh, abide concerts without being comfortable. I think the last concert I saw was Elton John's Yellow Brick Road tour, and it's just incredible how a professional old school magician it's like always on time. He rarely takes a break. There's no opening acts. He just plays. Okay, I think I'm done with the eyes. Oh, I missed a lot of conversation. Okay, heard there are a few homeless people in Vegas because the police kicked them out immediately. I've seen a few, like, or I've seen people like sleeping in the parks. Again, it's the heat. I don't know if I was homeless, if I would be in Vegas. Homeless in Hawaii, they're everywhere. Spend too much time watching hung YouTube videos. No, I'm in no show there. I do not do drag shows. Um, I just do it for YouTube. I'm too lazy and I'm too old to boogie. I've been swimming. Bet you have pools there. Well, James, you know I have a pool. We actually there's a water park here called Cowabunga, but I mean it's one of those slip and slide places. I'm not sure if I'm really up for that. Hawaii is one of the most expensive places in the U.S. Not good fit for the homeless. But can you live off the land, Frank? However, many states and they're homeless here. Yeah, I was wondering that too, Lynette. I was thinking, isn't Lynette asexual? What does she mean? The video was about other states sending their homeless to Hawaii. I think there's some that send cities that send them to San Francisco too. Tried watching Wheel of Time twice now. Is there any reason for me to push through? If you can't sit through and watch it and never read the books, no reason to watch Wheel of Time. I was very critical of the first season. I thought the second season was better than the first, but wasn't a high bar. But yeah, it's not a series I would recommend people, James, which is a shame because the books are so good. Homeless as a family, yeah. Wheel of Time was average. Only character I liked was Lan. Yeah, Lan was good. I agree, totally agree. Wish my people would send homed people to Hawaii. Louisiana. Oh wow, so it's hot there too. You're hot and humid. Yeah, that was with the dams or whatever. Okay, anyway, guys, I need to start. I think I'm fine with this eye makeup. I need some blush though. Boy, do I need some blush. Okay, I'm just moving on to lips. We're just going forward. We're leaving the eyes as they are. Should I do purple lips? What the heck? We'll do purple lips. But I'm going to outline it in black. Okay. So I'm not forgetting eyelashes today. We know what a disaster that is. Louisiana, your mom was born there, so it can't be all that bad. I think I have family out there actually, on my father's side. 10 books lined up for January. Wow. Oh, I'm doing my top 10 books. So I counted up all my books. I think I'm going to include sort of the breakdown, but I read 60 books this year. I'll probably read one or two more before the year's end, but I mean, that's good for me. Other booktubers or big readers like Lynette, that's like nothing. They could read 60 books in a month. But for me, 60 books in 1 year, and a lot of those were middle grade. But I'm happy about that. You need seats at a concert now. Yes, we are old. Oh boy, I am behind. Isn't Elton quitting touring? Yeah, I think the Yellow Brick Road was supposed to be his last tour. Haven't seen a concert for many years, but few musicians are willing to travel to Tasmania. And you're not willing to travel to Melbourne, so, there we go. Uh, Live off the land. Are you kidding, Daisy? I don't know. When I think of Hawaii, Frank, I think of all the fruits and figs and all that type of thing. Oh, thank you, DK. Last concert was in 1979. Bye, James. The more makeup, the younger you look. If you do it right, sometimes it can go the opposite way, believe me. What's Rush? Oh, Rush. I still like Rush. Blast from the past. AC/DC. Whoa. When Bon Scott was the lead singer, so it was the mid 70s. Wow, wow, wow. Then Bon died and you lost interest in AC/DC. Drum solos were awesome. Back in Black. I am glad they went on to the success they got in Savannah. Wow. Okay, so should you? These are my old lashes. I think they're good for one more. Actually, do I have a new pair of lashes? So I'm doing my end of the year. I'll do new lashes. These are new lashes. So you probably put in here. And these are the old ones. So you can see they do get a little tattered after a while. Okay. One thing about Vegas is there are concerts to go to, and sometimes it's fun going to this old school Vegas. Like Dennis and I, was it last year we saw Neil Diamond? Not Neil Diamond. He did Copacabana. Anyway, it's my disappointment in Vegas as far as the arts go is there's really no theater. I mean, there are shows. There are like if you like Cirque du Soleil acrobatic type shows, this is the place for you. But like musicals and that type of thing, not so much. Okay, this is when the look comes together, theoretically. And this gold powder can kind of gotten over the black. Oh well, doesn't matter. I've been tempted to buy another wig. And I was thinking, what am I doing? Who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe that'll be my Christmas present to myself. Okay, there we are. And for a wig, put this away. Oh, let's do some jewelry. Oh, actually, since I got a lace front, I'm going to have one of these bands. And of course, finally, we have this black wig. I do really like this black wig. And I don't have, yeah, this is my only black wig, or brunette. There's definitely brown in it. Traveling to Melbourne for a concert is too expensive. Airfare, hotels, yeah, I hear you. Haley, thank you. Oh, thank you. He says both silver and gold, if you can tell the difference, and purple, of course. I'm in Savannah, ghost capital of the U.S. Picked up Songs of Distant Earth by Arthur C. Clarke at the Little Library. I don't remember it. I mean, I remember the title, and I believe I read it, but I probably haven't read it since the 70s or 80s. So do not know. Thank you, Frank. Starting to look good. It's funny with drag, isn't it? It doesn't look good until the end. I call these earrings cheap. They're cheapo plastic, but they got them from Tamu or something. They cost $3. Have a little ring. Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, John. Okay, guys. So this is the final look. The silver and gold with the black wig, purple eyes, purple lips. I should have done purple eyebrows. Wasn't really thinking about it. But yeah, I think it turned out okay. So definitely looks better with the eyelashes on. Because last week I even filmed like some pictures for Instagram, and I was like, something is wrong here. Why do I look so like a little bit of a naked mole rat? I don't know. Okay, guys, so this is all I have for today. I will be here next week. I will not be here on the 30th, and I'll be filming the top 10 books that I've read this year. Hopefully I can edit that and release it this week. And then I think it's Shove It or Shove It. Is that it? Yeah. Oh, there's 2 weeks. So maybe I'll do the 1960s movies. Frank likes the brunette. Thank you, John. And Mo, thank you for your hand pink waving, your pinky wave. Okay, everyone, thank you for being here. And as usual, may all the books you read be blessed.